Hello, this video is talking about editing your backgrounds for your website, your YouTube channel, and your Twitter. Let me show you a little bit about what I mean here. In our Upstart Media Marketing website training that we teach people how to build and to host and to market your website, we have a section that talks about making a consistent image among your different websites or your YouTube and your Twitter channels. For example, here, then we have our 50-Second Guru website, which is a companion website for quick videos. Then we have our Facebook, and of course this is the only part that you actually get to edit in Facebook. Then on YouTube we have a background that matches so that you can tell that you're with the same group of people. And then of course on our Twitter webpage. So let me show you how we do this. Now right now I am using a program called Photo Plus, and you can get a link to this on the in the resource section above this video on our website, Upstart Media Marketing. Just click on the link that talks about editing backgrounds in Photoshop and Photo Plus in our Upstart Media Marketing website, and you can get a link to this particular template. But what this is this is a template that actually works with YouTube. Now I didn't create this. There is a link to the actual template, as well as this particular document, which is a template for use with Twitter. Now the difference is when you load the Twitter background, it is going to be pushed into your top left corner. So you need to build your template so that if people have a wider screen or narrower screen, you can see how you have the lines on here. This represents the size of different widths and depths of different people's screens. As you make it narrower, wider and narrower, it will scroll to this left corner. Let me show you what I mean. Okay, so this is my Twitter web page, and let me show you that I'm going to take this corner in the bottom right corner, and I'm just going to slide the screen to the left. Now notice what happens, that the background, that the Twitter image area will slide over the top of my background. That's because the Twitter image is forced to the top left corner. So the smaller a particular person's image area screen, if I go like this, the more of my background is cut out on just the left-hand side. Now notice the difference on YouTube. On this YouTube channel, if it is centered, so notice that it's not cutting over, it's pushing it off the left hand. So that's important for when you're building your template. You need to know, is it based on top left corner or is it based on the centering? YouTube is based on centering, Twitter is based on top left, and a WordPress website can be either. In this case, I have it based on being centered, and I am actually using the exact same template as I used for YouTube, but I could use a different one and base it on the Twitter one if I'm going to go to the top left corner. In our 50-second video on 50secondguru.com, we'll show you how to load the background template either way, and it's called How to Load a Website Background Template. Just one last thing to talk about the images. Notice that I'll turn off my background here. Notice that on the Twitter size, I have made this 2,560 pixels wide by 1,600 pixels deep. That would pretty much accommodate any of our large screen monitors. On this one, you can see that this image size, I'll just show you right here, it's a lot easier to see, is 1798 by 1577. This comes from the template that was produced, and again you can download that from our website upstartmediamarketing.com. Look for our editing backgrounds in Photoshop and you can download that. So once you have the image where you want it, obviously you need to turn off all of your background template. Okay, so now this is my background. This will be my new background. Then I will come up to Photo. If I'm using Photo Plus, I'll come up to Export Optimizer. In Photoshop, I think it's optimized for export or something like that. I'm going to make this a PNG because I want the transparent background. If I didn't need a transparent background for anything, I would probably make this a JPEG. It'd be a smaller file, physical size, not in dimensions, but physical size. But I'm going to use, I want that transparent background. So then I would export that, I would give it a name, and then I would load it. Now I've already done that. We would do the same thing in this template here. I would turn off my background, turn on my image, and then I would again I would export that out as a PNG file because I need the transparent background. And I'm going to close. I would export here, but I already have this, so I'm just going to close. But then all I have to do is go to each of my pages and import that. Okay, so that's a little bit about how to get a template, how to build your background. If you would like to get the videos about loading these into the different websites, we have 3 different ones that talk about loading a background on a WordPress website, loading a background to Twitter, and loading a background to YouTube. And those are on our 50-Second Guru website. We hope you can come over, download the templates, use the videos to build your background and get a consistent image throughout your website, Twitter, YouTube, and Facebook.